There, how's that look? Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? You like my Pink Floyd? Good evening from California. Privyat. Hey, how you doing, Michael? I was in Belgium. Had a good time. Real good time. Benelux. Belgium, Luxembourg. Beautiful area. Had some of the best times in Belgium and Luxembourg, for that matter. How's my audio coming through, guys? How's the picture look? Thank you, Sir Ivan. Pick is okay. Good. I just wanted to do a quick little live session here before, what is this, Tuesday? At about, in another hour, TR Prepper is doing his live feed, and so I won't be on live here. Yes, this is my cell phone. I got it rigged up on a tripod, and my battery pack is velcroed to the tripod, so I won't lose power on the cell phone. Try app Camerify Live. Camerify Live. Is that associated with YouTube? I'm pulling up a chair so I can watch the comments roll through. So what do you guys want to talk about? Okay, cool. Thank you, Ivan. Appreciate that. I will take a look at that Camerify Live. If you could, in the comments below, well, or if you could just send it to chrisdiyer@yahoo.com, that would work too. Or go to my Facebook page, which is Chris DIYer. Chris DIYer. So my email, Yahoo, YouTube is all Chris DIYer. You can go on there and send me stuff. Whatever you want. Pictures, files, whatever. And I vlog on my Facebook page all day long. You know, today I made chocolate chip muffins with my solar ovens, and threw some pictures on there, little 15-second videos, and it's really good, really happy with it. I only got 2 people watching. We gotta do something about that. How about I take my clothes off and go run in the sprinkler? Yeah, I'd be in big trouble with YouTube, wouldn't I? Like, you guys want to see an almost 50-year-old man out here, fat ass, running naked. So what do you guys want to talk about tonight? Houston, the hurricane, tropical storm down there in Houston. I got buds down there in Houston, and they're okay for the moment. I also have a lot of friends that live or are from that area, and I also have a lot of connections in San Antonio. So a lot of us in America have a lot of connection with Texas. Spent a lot of time there. Had several girlfriends from Texas. So pretty messed up down there in Houston. A lot of my buds that I know are going down there to help out with the rescue and all that stuff. I am on an Android phone, and so that area is going to be messed up for a long time. When I was stationed in northern Florida, Katrina hit when I was there, and let me tell you, you talk about Biloxi, Mississippi, and Alabama, Florida, that was messed up for a long time. Thank you, Ivan, appreciate it. I just saw the Yahoo Mail pop up, appreciate that. That was pretty bad devastation. Basically, Biloxi was just, I mean, Mother Nature took over with that. That was crazy amount of water coming up on shore there. And my wife and I evacuated to, what was it, Montgomery, Alabama? Or no, we went to Birmingham, Alabama, even more north. Stayed there for 3 days. And it was fun. I mean, she got to do some shopping. You know, we took 2 cars. Yeah, but that's messed up down there. There's people who you can't drive in Houston. I mean, you can't, unless you got a boat. You can drive your boat, or canoe, kayak. But you know, the one thing that I thought about is all the snakes, alligators, you know, all the animals, the refuse, the poop, pee, you know, all that crap, sewage backed up. It's got to stink like holy hell down there. So what are your thoughts on YouTube with this crackdown that they're doing? I've been affected. I did some numbers, about 21% down on AdSense right now. And these live things make me revenue. So I just do this out of fun and let you guys see my ugly old mug. And, you know, answer a few questions or whatever. If it, you know. Let's go back to camera mode here. You guys can see that. It's so pleasant out here. It was so cool this morning, and had a really nice morning, crisp, very strange Oklahoma weather. It has been really, really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are looking at alternatives to YouTube. And also, I'm a small channel. I don't make enough. I don't need YouTube. Okay? YouTube needs me more than I need YouTube, to be honest with you. I do it just to keep you know, I like going back and looking at some of my old videos and learning from my mistakes and helping other people. I do it for all the right reasons. G-rated. I don't swear very much. But there's people out there, it's their business. And YouTube, it just, I mean, they put the hammer down, literally put the hammer down on a lot of these really, really big channels. Like the gaming channels are getting hit crazy. And I visited a couple of gaming channels, and I was like, you know, it's nothing but frickin' shoot 'em up, blow bullets through heads and watch the red mist head explode, and killing and swearing and, you know, hyper violence. I mean, crazy amount of violence, and it's really, really good quality too. You know, high-speed graphics, and also these guys are making bank on these gaming videos. But, and I'm sure it's good for gaming software enthusiasts and all this stuff. But all these guys are just getting creamed by YouTube because they're demonetizing or limiting ads on these videos, so they can't make any money. I've heard as high as like 75, 85%. So if you're making, let's say these guys are making, I don't know, $1,000 a month. Just an example. And now you're down to $250. It's crazy, crazy. But I think what YouTube is doing is just listening to their advertisers. You know, money speaks. So. It's like, well, that's where the money's at. If they're not going to give you money, they say change your ways. You got to change your ways. On the flip side argument is that, you know, it's the first. Hey, Dave. Winter in Australia right now, and you know, the flip side of it all is, you know, it's a free country. It's free speech. You know, you would think, to an extent, and you know, there's just a lot of. Oh, I didn't know that. Hi, Ron. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and go over to Daryl Eves' channel. Daryl Eves, Eaves, I think. He's a big-time YouTube consultant. I just watched his video he uploaded today, and he talked about this specific topic. Very, very cool, very informative. Learned a lot in about 5 minutes of what is actually going on. And YouTube is being very tight-lipped over all this, so just keep that in mind. I don't know. There's so much violence. There's so much hate channels, hate speech, politics, all kinds of nonsense going on out there, and it's all being funneled into YouTube, and you know, has a cascade effect and popularity, and you know, just fuels the flames type thing. So I don't know if YouTube is cracking down on that, or if it's a political thing, or going after, you know, conservatives, gun owners. I don't know. All I know is that don't swear. Don't do any. Your title of your videos have got to be pretty much G-rated. Like I said before, don't swear. Don't do copyright infringement stuff. Let's see what else. Anything that's just questionable. You know, you just want to keep it family friendly, basically. Thank you, Ron. Yeah, you know, there's truth to what Ivan is saying about YouTube is getting too big for their own britches, and essentially it is a monopoly, and there needs to be room for other monetized video platforms for people to do their thing, you know. And I think this is bad timing for YouTube, because I think there's an evolution going on right now with video, and the market is changing, and for YouTube to basically kind of shoot themselves in the foot with a lot of their people, they're going to lose a lot of people. We'll see how it transpires. Very true. It's just like Rome, Italy, you know. Or Athens, Greece. Thank you, Dave. I love the green. Where are you at in Australia? I've got some friends over in Perth, on the west side of the country. And I met somebody from the, gosh, what is it? The south South End. They've got a really beautiful homestead in southern Australia. Oh my goodness, hilly, mountainous area. Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, I never been to Australia. I would love to go to Australia. It's expensive to fly. It's a long ass flight. I'm glad the Navy took you there. Ah, okay. Okay. But I lived in Europe for almost 5 years. Of course, been to the Middle East 6 times, lands of the sands. So I'm pretty much traveled. I landed here in Oklahoma. There's far worse places to be than Oklahoma, USA, right in the middle of the country. For my international friends, Oklahoma's just right north of Texas. The state right to the north of Texas. Oklahoma is a big oil and gas state. It has some of the best sun, some of the best wind, and most of the state is plains, rolling plains, hilly in some places, and on the east side of the state, there's some pretty good sized mountains. I just went there a couple weeks ago. I was very surprised. Looks I forget the name of the mountains. But into Arkansas. Arkansas is really pretty, but man, I'll tell you, I love Arkansas. I love northern Arkansas more than I like southern Arkansas. Southern Arkansas is beautiful, but northern Arkansas is a different frickin' world. It's a hidden treasure. Eureka Springs, and even southern Missouri. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Really good weather, mild winters. Growing seasons like probably 9 months out of the year. It gets cold there, but it doesn't get cold like, New York or Michigan or Pennsylvania or Maine, for that matter, or Canada. Yeah, thanks for your comments, guys, on my lawn. This year has been trying to get this lawn shaped up a lot better for a couple years. If you've been following my YouTube channel, it has been pretty much tore up back here, and this year really put forth some heart, love, effort, and prayer to get this back lawn shaped up and pretty. My little oasis, I call it. And my neighbor's the one who gave me this banana tree. And this tree, when he gave it to me, was just about this big. And look how big this thing has gotten. It's crazy. A lot of fertilizer, a lot of water. Banana trees love the water. Of course, these big honking some bitches over here, elephant ears. Really good. Throw me some questions. I want to hear some questions from you guys out there. I see 6 people watching here, and I'm curious to what's on your mind tonight. In California, you'd have a ticket right now because of the watering. Yeah. It's really funny. I don't know if you were following my channel and saw my video on lawbreakers. I put a dash cam in my pickup truck, and I went to go to the store to grab some hamburger meat, and saw 2 guys run the red light, got them on video and uploaded it to YouTube. And anybody has a question about privacy, the way the law works, at least in this state and several others, is public places, public faces. You have no expectation of privacy when you're out on the road. So videotape galore. If they want to come back, they can kiss my ass. Yeah, and another thing too, stick your cell phone in your shirt pocket and turn the record button on when you go to the checkout. I did that one time at Walmart, and the video does not lie, and I'm just doing my thing, putting stuff in the bag or whatever, and watching this cashier, and they're pretty sneaky. Yep, public plate. I like that. I like that. Yep, I have no, it's the same thing, flying drones. I could care less. It's just if the drone starts frickin' going into my backyard and shooting through my window, it's coming out of the air now. But, I love drones. I love video. I love watching drone video. I love time-lapse video these guys do of drones. And, they got these high-definition cameras on these drones, and they go up into the sky and videotape sunsets and, airplanes and all kinds of cool stuff. Man, I think it's amazing. And I grew up in the 70s. I'm going to read this comment. I have 12 100-watt panels and can't figure out whether to mount them on the ground or on the roof. What do you choose, ground or roof? Okay, let me switch the camera here so you can see my face. Ground mount, for several reasons. Roof is great, if you don't have a lot of space, but if you can ground mount them. They just run cooler, easier to maintain, easier to construct. You can get a little bit more creative with pilings and tilting them, or if you want to do a tracker system or something like that. All right, Dave. Thank you. I will, Ivan. I will. I'll check out your channel because you sent me that link, and I'll have your in there too. But yeah, with ground mount, I have been very, very happy with ground mount. If it was roof mounted, I couldn't get up and clean them, and rewire if I needed to, and just general maintenance, tightening up bolts, all that stuff. It's just so much better. They run cooler too. You don't have that heat underneath them or on the roof. And if your roof isn't good, there's all kinds of reasons. You have to have a building permit in most states to roof mount solar panels, and then you got the HOA, you got visibility. You just have some roof systems are great. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just an advocate of ground mount. It kills my backyard space, but I don't have much backyard to work with anyway. So hopefully that answers your question, sir. But I started off with one solar panel, one battery, one Chinese solar charge controller, and that was it. Yeah. Thanks for the email. I just saw it just popped up on my screen. Thank you. Yeah, I've been very happy. I've been doing solar for going on just about 4 years. It'll be 4 years this winter. I started doing solar, got into it when I left the military, when I retired from the military, and then the tornado hit here about 6 months after that, and got into solar. Yeah, got into alternative renewable energy. I still have a Honda generator. Backup to a backup. I still have an electric bill. It's not a 100% off-grid system. It's partial off-grid, but it does real good. That is a great question, Ron. Great question. And what I tell people is that super strut down here. Oh, you don't have grounding on here. Yes, I do. I got frickin' grounds wherever there's super strut. And the way I did it, the super strut, when I put the super strut in, this is a piece of super strut right here, I pounded them way down into the wet clay, and then around the hole and I laid concrete on top of that. So electrically, it's down about 30 inches, and that's on all of them. And then I got the post holes, or the posts, 4, I don't know how many posts I got, 6 posts back there or whatever. Those are banged down too. Those metal posts are banged down in there too, and then everything is electrically tied together. And I actually did a video a long time ago about this. People saying, "Oh, your stuff isn't grounded." I said, "Yes, it is." And I took my meter out there and I showed them continuity test between the solar panel to the frickin' post. So they're grounded. They're ground mounted. Yes, sir. I'm going to build a 1,500-pound solar trailer player. Ooh, that sounds like a cool... I've seen some cool solar trailers, and I would love to have a bigger place, like a toy barn or a barn or something, to build a solar trailer. Holy crap, those things are cool. I seen this one dude with a toy hauler, put 1,000 watts of solar panels on a toy hauler. If anyone doesn't know what a toy hauler is, it's one of those things you can put an ATV, four-wheeler, motorcycle, whatever, and also sleep and shower and, you know, chill out when you're out at base X or out in the bivouac out in the area. Toy haulers are great. Hyundai. Yeah? It'll still pull it. 1,500 isn't that much. Even for a Hyundai Elantra, it's not that much. You can do it. You see these guys with these VW bugs pulling frickin' campers in Europe. Yeah, that's a safe. That's. I don't know how much a Hyundai Elantra weighs, but you know, it also depends on the how the thing is set up. But 1,500 is, that's really not that much, really, for just about any vehicle except maybe like a Chevy Volt or something, or a Ford Fiesta. Micro car. Yeah, you should be good. You should be good. Alright guys, I'm going to sign off here. I just want to do a quick video while I was out here watering and just let you know I'm alive and kicking. I just mowed the front with my Cobalt 80 volt. Hey Lars! Hey man, I'm just getting ready to turn this live feed off. And I may stay on for another 5 minutes or so because you're on here, brother. But I just got done mowing with my 80 volt. I'll stay on here for a couple more minutes, Lars. And I'm bagging my stuff now too. But we had a lot of rain here this last week, so everything's green and pretty. But I learned something about mowing. Is that when you're bagging, you push more and you have the bag in the back, you need to not dump the grass clippings into the plastic buggies, those waste bins. Don't put raw grass in that plastic container. Bag it in the trash bag and put the grass in the trash bag, then put it into the bin, because man, I tell you, I had the biggest frickin' mess in my trash bin and had to wash it out with bleach water and hose, and it stunk like frickin' crap and piss and rotting vegetation. Is frickin' disgusting as hell. So definitely bag your clippings. Composting, I'm not even going to attempt to try to compost that stuff. I think I killed a lot of my plants out here trying to throw some grass clippings on the plants to make them grow better. That was never going to do that again. But composting, I'm sure there's a science behind it and everything, but never gonna try to do that again. So. Yep. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Ron. Appreciate it. You know, we had a couple of folks watch here, but a lot of people, what they do is that they'll see I have done a live thing, and they'll listen to it on their way to work or later on. So it's always good. Yeah, we had a compost pile when I was growing up, and a hole, I called it, and it was good for making worms, for fishing. I remember we had a lot of worms, big earthworms in there, and they ate right through that stuff. Yummies. You know, everything from apples to grass clippings to branches to, you know, food waste from the kitchen. Just throw it in the hole. Poop, dog shit, you put that in there too. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna turn this feed off and go over to TR Preppers in about a half an hour. Oh yeah, I hear you. Pumpkin guts, yeah. I'm gonna turn this live feed off, guys. But TR Prepper YouTube channel tonight. He's doing his. Hopefully, he's doing his large or his feed tonight. So he talks more into politics and guns, and you know, a lot of current events going on, a lot of financial stuff that's going on too. He's a good old boy from South Carolina. He has a really good panel on there too. I've been going to his chat. I'm a moderator on his chat, and they talk about all kinds of cool stuff. So they kind of let loose. So, all right, guys. Hey, have a good one, and you know, pray for the guys in Houston. We'll see ya.